Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, the bonders of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful like the house of David. Let's get into this. Alright. If we continue with my little series, I like a little understanding. I like doing this series. Allows me to, work up the spirit, read and precept come to mind, exercising the spirit. So, let's get into it. This is John chapter 18, starting at verse 1. And Yahushua had, excuse me. Yahushua had asked, and Yahushua had spoken these words. And he went forth to his disciples over the brook Cedron, whereas a garden into the which he had entered, and his disciples. And Judas also, which betrayed him, knew the place, for Yahushua often resorted thither with his disciples. Judas then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, coming thither with lanterns and torches and weapons, Yahushua therefore, knowing all these things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom ye seek? They answered him, Yahushua of Nazareth. Yahushua said unto them, I am he. Yahushua said also, which betrayed him. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them. And as soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backwards and fell to the ground. He spooked them. They got scared. They asked them again, and asked he them again, Whom seek ye? And they said, Yahushua of Nazareth. And Yahushua answered, I have told you that I am he. Therefore ye seek me, that these go their ways. Now when the Pharisees met him, when Judas and the Pharisees met him, they fell back like that. That reminded me of when Joseph revealed himself to his brothers. At first they didn't believe, but he had to repeat himself. He would touch me and stuff. I think. I don't know about the touch me part, but that reminded me of that. Continue with verse 9. That the same might be filled which he spake. Of them which thou gavest me, I have lost none. Fulfilling the scriptures. I wasn't yawning all day. When I start reading this, you just say, the Simeon Peter having a sword drew it and smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. The servant name was Melchus, I think. 11. Then said Yahushua unto Peter, Put up thy sword into the sheath. The cup which my Father hath given me, shall I not drink it? Then the band that and the captain of the officers of the Jews took Yahushua and bound him. And he led him away to Annas first, for he was father-in-law to Caiaphas, which was the high priest that same year. Now Caiaphas was he which gave counsel to the Jews that it was expedient that one man should die for the people. And Simeon Peter followed Yahushua, and so did another disciple. That disciple was known unto him to the high priest, and went unto Yahushua into his place of the high priest. But Peter stood at the door without. Then went out that the other disciples, which was known unto the high priest, and spake unto her that. Okay, and was spake unto her that kept the door. And brought in Peter. Then said the damsel that kept the door unto Peter, Art not thou also one of this man's disciples? He said, I am not. And the servant and the officer stood there, who had made a fire of the coals, for it was cold. And then he warmed themselves, and Peter stood with them and warmed himself. The high priest then asked unto Yahushua his disciple, and of his doctrine. Yahushua answered him, I have spake open to the world. I have taught in the synagogues and the temple, whether the Jews also resorts. And in secret I have said nothing. Why askest thou me? And ask them which heard me. Ask them that which heard me. When I have said unto them, Behold, they know what I said. And this little context right here, that reminds me of the feminine word. Tell me what you want from there. I ain't gonna stay right here and wait. Hold on. Apologies to one of my neighbors. But as I was saying, this reminds me of the famine of the word that's going to come. And I believe that's when it's going to kick in, when they grab us up. Or when they grab his elect up. I think that's when the famine of the word going to kick in. Because there's nothing new under the sun. We gonna go through everything Yahushua went through. Well, not everything. We gonna go through the things Yahushua went through. Not everything, but we gonna go through the things he went through. And he refused to speak after he was captured. After he was apprehended. He refused to speak or even preach after he was apprehended. And I think when they come in like a flood and they take some of his elect, or we ain't gonna be answering them. Like, you might be in a concentration camp with someone. You might be in a concentration camp with someone. They be like, hey, I remember you. Ain't you so and so and so and so? You might be like, yeah. Yeah. You probably like, man, I ain't talking about that now. You had, y'all had the videos all that time. I ain't talking about none of that right now. I'm trying to focus on me. I'm trying to focus on living. You probably be like that. Who knows, But ain't nothing new under the sun. So after Yahushua was apprehended, he stopped teaching. Verse 22. And we had thus spoken, one of the officers which stood by struck Yahushua with the palm of his hand, saying, Answer thou the high priest so. Yahushua answered him, If I have spoken evil, bear witness of the evil. But if well, why smitest thou me? Now Annas had sent him bound unto Caiaphas, the high priest, and Simeon Peter stood and warmed himself. They said therefore unto him, Art thou not thou also one of his disciples? He denied it and said, I am not. One of the servants of the high priest, being his kinsman, whose ear Peter cut off, said, Did I not see thee in the garden with him? And Peter then denied again, and immediately the cock crew. Then they led Yahushua from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment. And it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but they might eat the Passover. Pilate then went out unto them and said, the accusation bring ye against this man? They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor, a malefactor, a criminal, we would not have delivered him up unto thee. Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death, that the saying of Yahushua might be fulfilled, which spake, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Yahushua, and said unto him, thou art the king of the Jews? Yahushua answered him, sayest thou this things sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it to thee of me? Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Yahushua answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into this world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Everyone that is of the truth hears my voice. Pilate said unto him, what is truth? And then he had said this. And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews and said unto them, I find him no fault at all. But ye have a custom that I should release unto you one at the Passover. Will ye therefore that I release unto you the King of the Jews? And they cried all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber. And all those that gave up Yahushua are back today, waiting for their judgment. All those that gave him up are back today, waiting for their judgment. So what I got from here today, is how that famine of the world is coming. How that famine of the world is coming, and like ain't no new thing under the sun. That all of his elect gonna go through this. And they gonna give us up. Thinking they doing the work of God. Let me see. Man, nah, that ain't what I wanted. It was the scripture saying, and as I was saying, they will give you up, thinking they're doing the work of God. So we're coming into that time of persecution. we're coming to that time of persecution. So, the water for, the water for watching the video, the water for, reading along, the water for, sticking around and getting a little understanding with me. And I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh and the name of Yahweh Shai, the honest apostles and elders of great milestone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.